So it's 4:01. I think we can start. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this symposium number 101, entitled Tools and Approaches for the Development, I would add discovery and development, of drugs that target malaria transmission. It's my real pleasure and privilege to co-chair this session with two eminent personalities in this field, namely Professor Pietro Alano and Professor Robert Sauerwein. Just a little disclaimer for those who attended the previous session. I haven't hijacked Robert for this session. He was in the program right from the beginning. So, let me give you just a very short introduction to set the scene. Where to hit transmission. You all recognize the complicated life cycle of Plasmodium. And this is where we want to be, to block transmission. But it's still too complicated. There are two aspects, the human blood and the mosquito. I will skip the mosquito side, because from a drug discovery and development perspective, and especially talking about PK and PD properties, it's far too complicated to understand. So the goal is really to target what we know. And what we know in terms of drug discovery is to target a compartment in the human body and basically blood. So the transmission blocking drugs will have to act preferably on gametocytes from stage 1 to stage 5. We will focus on stage 5 because they are the ones that transmit. Here is a view of the global portfolio of antimalarial medicines as we speak. This is a pretty complicated slide, and you see that now we have a pipeline in research up to lead optimization and preclinical candidates, which is pretty good. We have a lot in human volunteers as well, and then in development. And just again to focus on transmission, here is in red, circled, the molecules which have transmission blocking components. So today we have a very interesting talk, and we are covering the whole landscape from drug discovery up to development and clinical phase. So Michael, David, and Pietro will focus on gametocytes and gametes. Kuhn will talk about more broadly about test cascade and probably including SMFA data. And last but not least, we will have Saif, who will discuss with us about clinical trials and talk about Primaquine. So I thank you for your attention. I wish you a very good symposium. Thanks for your presence, and I will call my co-chair, Robert and Pietro, to sit with me on the scene. And I will call the first speaker, Michael.